Hey everyone, I am Yvette Lloyd, host of Life Her Podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to Life Her Podcast. Please go ahead and subscribe on YouTube, and you can watch us live on Facebook. And most of the time, we are live on Mondays at 6 p.m., 7 and also 9:30. So get caught up on these amazing interviews and testimonies. So tonight we have Ammena with us. She has an amazing, breathtaking testimony that she is going to share with us. It all literally started from when she was 5 years old. She has systematic lupus. She has been sexual assaulted, and she also been through another few things as far as grief of losing close family members, for her to continue to move forward in life. But her strength is what counts, and her being here today is what counts, and be able to strengthen someone else while listening to this an amazing testimony. So hey Ammena, how are you?
I'm fine.
That's good. Well, thank you for being on Life Her Podcast today. I really appreciate you a whole
Thank,
lot for this.
thank you. Thank you. I appreciate y'all for letting me be on the show.
You're welcome. So, let's get it all started. Let's start with your childhood. What was it like growing up?
Well, my childhood, it wasn't like normal kids. I had got sick at the age of 5, and I had seizures. I was having seizures real bad. So I will be the type that will have the seizure, but can't I can hear you, but I couldn't respond. So
Okay.
I would have that type of seizure, and it'd be this staring one. I wasn't shaking or anything, just staring. And so that's what I was going through when I was a little girl. And by time I kept going in a hospital, which was children's, um, they had to take a lot of tests because my blood pressure was like around 200. Oh my goodness, it was bad. But then
Wow.
they found out that I had symptomatic lupus. So when they found that out, I was still around 5. Mm. And then they had to get all these tests. Then they had to get a biopsy to see what the kidney was like. So you imagine a 5-year-old had to get strapped down with this big
Mm,
old needle, and they didn't put you to sleep. They don't put you to sleep. They just
mm.
numb the area. They just numb it like that's gonna do something, and
Wow.
so once they did that, they did the all I can remember is crying, calling for my mom, because I mean people probably from the 4th floor on up could have heard me, and I was only on the in the on the ground floor. That's where the biopsy they do, because it's always colder on that side.
Hmm.
So I went there, and that's when they told me, my mommy, that my kidneys was dead. So the lupus already destroyed them, so there was no saving them, and I had to be admitted, and I had to have surgery and have both of my kidneys.
Wow. Wow, that had to been a traumatic experience, especially with you being so young, and you basically you couldn't even have a normal life as a child, and maybe not even in your high school years, huh?
No, it was so difficult. I was getting bullied, elementary, all the way up to high school.
Mm.
Yeah. My complexion left, because the dialysis. Once you become on dialysis, it takes away your complexion. It stops your height from growing. It does. It
Mm.
affects a lot of things. And as a child, you don't know. You just wondering. You just asking. God or your mom, why me? Why me?
Right.
And you trying to understand, and you want to know why you have to endure so much pain. And then once I got on the dialysis machine, matter of fact, I got on the dialysis machine around my birthday, and I was turning 6 at that time. And my my first machine was the peritoneal dialysis, which is a one that goes, a tube that goes into your stomach, like, and
Mm.
it's for toxin. It does the same thing as the hemo one, which is the graft. This is an AV graft, which
Okay.
takes it takes needles. This takes needles. But the thing about the peritoneal dialysis, you can actually feel when the fluid is being released. And as a child, you could feel that really bad. And so when it got time for me to do that, I never made it home to that one because it got infected. I was so happy. I was so happy. A lot of people probably like, why you happy that it got infected? I was happy because I didn't have to go on that machine no more, and it was
Right.
hurting so bad. So, and the doctors used to tell me all the time, "You're gonna get used to it. You're gonna get used to it." I did not like that machine, and so I had to get used to one thing that I know I was afraid of was needles. So I had to face my needles with the graft, and I liked that one more because it didn't. The only thing that hurt was the needles, but you didn't feel anything, hurting when it drained. It does the same thing, Only the difference is you on a machine Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And the other machine, you on it all week. You on it all
Wow.
week. Yeah, you on it all week. You could do the mornings or you could do the nights for the first machine. And my mommy chose that one because she wanted me to be home, but that didn't work out. So I had to be in the hospital for that.
Okay. So as time progressed of you getting older and you going through so many medical issues and everything, how did you feel mentally by going through that, especially when you're trying to be normal like other kids and interact with them, but at the same time they're bullying you and everything?
At that time, it was hard. It was really hard for me. I got bullied by one teacher, just one particular teacher,
Mm.
and kids. I had to get my hair. My hair had to be cut off because the lupus started affecting my scalp. So I really got teased then, and I had to wear this hairband. So
Wow.
my nurses came to explain to them that why I was like that. And it was so difficult at the time. I used to always cry to my mommy. I used to go in the teachers' lounge, hang with them. Nobody didn't want to hang with me. I had
Yeah.
to eat different. I couldn't eat the food that the cafeteria fed. So I had to be
Mm.
on a low salt diet. And it was really mentally, it was really bad. If you look back, it was really bad. But I learned a lot about that because I learned that from now when I look back, I learned that everybody is not like me. Everybody is not like me. Everybody is not going to have the same heart. God used to tell me that all the time. Everybody not going to have the same heart as you. They going to pick with you. They tease you. My mom used to say that all the time. They going to do this because, and that's my rock because she was always there for me. She would hold my hand. She would give me understanding, give me love, knowing that I was going through so much. And I knew at the time and in my mind mentally, I'm still thinking that I'm a burden to her because I'm a sickly child, you know. Like my older brother, he was fine. He got a lot of attention. I got most of my attention not from my family. But my mom, I got a lot of attention from my mommy, but I took most of my brother time with, I took my mommy time from him because I was always in hospital. So,
Okay.
so he needed that. But at the time when you're a child, you're not looking at it like that. You like, oh, he get all the love from all the other folks. I'm only getting love from the nurses in the hospital, you know? So
Yeah.
you look at it kind of different. But now, like I said, as a young woman, I'm looking like, yes, he needed that. He needed that love because I was getting all this other love from other people. And plus, I
Yeah.
was taking mom away all the time.
Wow. So, speaking of your brother, I see that your brother and cousin passed away.
Yes, my brother, he's really my cousin. Now, I have an older brother. He's still living, but my
Okay.
brother slash cousin, we called each other brothers and sisters. He passed away. Yes, and this was this was really hard for me. This was a experience that I wouldn't even want nobody to ever experience in their life. Um, we were so close. His birthday is June 12th, so
Mhm.
my birthday is March 12th. So it's
Okay.
like, so we was the 212. They was like, here comes double trouble. Look at them. So we was always under each other all the time. He was like my protector from the bullies, and you know, I ain't started getting my boldness till I was up in age.
Okay.
See, I was always timid of other people. I didn't always speak up for myself, and he would be the one that would do all that for me because he was like, I don't care, jump, just jump, so I could jump higher.
Mhm.
And I like that energy. So it was kind of, we feed off each other. And this particular day, um, my brother slash cousin, he wanted to go to a club with my older brother. And I was begging him that night. I was begging him that night to stay home so we could watch Bad Boys, get some, go look at Friday, eat our Lay's potato chips, our salt and vinegars. Oh my goodness. But he wanted to hang with the boys. So that was that. And he loved, before he left, he said he loved me, gave me a kiss on my cheek, said he'd be back, we'll do all the things, we're gonna do. And well, I'm in a house. It was about three something, three going on four. Clubs let out about what, 3, 4 o'clock. I'm not a club girl, but I know because I was up that night, and then we know we got a phone call. My mommy and my aunt got a phone call that they was locked up. And come to find out that some dude, I mean, this older guy got somebody to kill my brother slash cousin in the club. It had was an altercation because, like I said, he was always that protector. He was always protecting like anybody that he loved or anything like that. If he see any funny business popping, so he gonna do it. He gonna stand up for that. And that day he was doing what he do, being that protector. And they they trapped him in a car. The car around, and then they opened fire, and he died actually. And my brother, my older brother, and
Wow.
by the time I got the news of what actually happened, I was already waiting for them to come home. Because by the time I got home, I was coming from dialysis at the time, so I didn't even know what was going on prior from that. So it was very heartbroken for me. When I got to the house, I knew something was wrong because I felt like some type of spirit just went through my body, and I didn't
Right.
know who it was. No. So and my brother slash cousin, he run track. He's so fast. So it was very devastating. And
Yeah.
that's what happened with him.
Mm.
And I
I'm
went
sorry
to
for your loss.
yeah, he died in 2002.
Okay.
2002. So it was it still hurts a little bit, but it's still I know that he's in a better place.
Yeah, definitely. So, could you tell me at what age did the sexual assault come in at?
Oh, this before my brother slash cousin died. He was still living. I was 14 when I mean 15 when I was 15 when I first got sexually assaulted. Um, I was with one of my friends, so-called friends, and these people she know, and since I don't go out, you're not really going out. You're always in a hospital all the time. You want to see what everybody else wanna see and do. So this was a day that they was having a house party. And I was like, "Yay! I want to go to the house party! Yay!" My mommy went down the country that day, and I said, "Okay, I'm gonna sneak out and yeah, let's go to the house party so I can see what I've been missing." Like, and I go there, I get there, and first, when I get there, my instincts right there say I'm in the wrong place. It's like
Wow.
you can feel it. I felt like this, this is not where I need to be, you know. And but you're young. You still curious. You want to see what's popping up in there. So we went in there, and I tell you, they was smoking, they was drinking, everything that things that I don't do. And so I went upstairs to watch the game because yes, Detroit was playing that night. It's the only reason why I know because that's what I was watching before I got out the house was the game. And I was a
Okay.
Detroit fan. Yeah, I was a Detroit fan. That's when the 76ers was the popping then. They was popping, they ain't
Yeah.
popping no more. So I went in this room. It was one particular room, this one room that was closed because I didn't want to be down there where they were smoking and drinking, doing all this stuff. And I tell you, it was just one unoccupied room. Went in there, watched the game, finished watching the game, and sooner or later, I see this woman come out from the other room, but this man come behind her, you know, a little on a, you know, I can't say that on camera, but he come in the room and then he says a little, what you doing here? And I'm like, I'm watching the game, and I asked him, is this your room? That's the first thing because I don't know who house this is, first of all. So I said, is this your room? Because I could leave and go downstairs. But after that, you could still sense that something, feel like something about to come down, go down. So I'm trying to leave. He wouldn't let me leave. Next thing you know, I had to defend myself.
Wow. I'm sorry you went through that.
Mm-hmm.
So so now that you older and you've been through a lot of things in life, how much has helped you as far as wisdom and you being able and comfortable with sharing your testimony to help others?
Yes. Now my suicide really brought me a lot of insight. Like when I was going through that, and I actually visualized my heart in my hand.
Wow.
And I look back, and I'm like, from that day, I knew my life had to be changed. God saved me from I did die, but I came back. And I'm like, what I say to others is just talk about it. Talk to
Yeah.
somebody that you trust. That's what I learned from it. Don't hold everything in because I was dealing with my brother slash cousin passing, it took a lot on me, like a really whole lot. Like in my family sees me as the strong one, and they never saw me get that low before,
Mm-hmm.
as as anything. So it's like, talk to somebody. Tell your if you want need to talk to your mom, talk to your mom. That's why it's good to have a closer relationship with your parents. Have those talks when they're younger. Um, Mold them about life. That's something that I was
That's true.
um, not experiencing that. Nobody didn't tell me. Like my mommy didn't prep me. Not saying that not saying that it was wrong, but my mommy didn't prep me for the world, you know,
Got you.
for
Yeah.
as I became older.
Yeah. She
Um,
was busy trying to make sure her baby was healthy.
hmm So it was
Yeah.
so I had to basically learn certain tools on my own, which was kind of hard for me, like how to speak for myself, how to actually not let things in all the time, like talk to people. And so as I'm saying to anybody, talk to somebody that you could trust, because a lot of people you can't trust, but talk to somebody that that will constantly have your back. It's best to listen than speak all the time. And far as the sickness example, I tell anybody, I speak for them, and I speak for the violence, the people that shoot people in violence, and those that are lost. I speak for them because I'm like, if you are sick and you disabled, don't let that discourage you. Don't let it discourage you, because you can still have your dreams. You can still have all those things that you want to conquer. You just got to believe that this is not what it is. And you can't see it as a 5-year old. You can't see it as a 6-year old, because all the thing you're leaning on is your mom, your parents. So, but as you get older, you start to take little
Yeah.
steps,
Mm-hmm.
start taking those baby steps, and the light becomes a little more open in the doors, and you see that light start to press on, and you see, dang, wow, I can't believe I went through all that. And
Yes.
guess what? Now look at me. I'm doing my dreams, motivating other people to live a life. It's amazing how God could turn something so tragic into something so beautiful. So that's what I say to anybody. If you're going through suicidal thoughts, speak up to somebody. Speak up, because guess
Mhm.
what? Your voice matters. Your voice
Yeah.
matters. Your life matters. Your life matter to God. It's all about God, and that's why I say to anybody that's sick, just know that the battle is not yours. It's always God. God is fighting your battle right as we speak. So that's how
Mhm.
I see it.
Girl, you ain't lying about that.
Mhm.
So, as everything progressed and everything, so you end up becoming a self-made entrepreneur, and you have a clothing line now called Hustle for Jesus.
Yes, hustle for Jesus. I love this clothing line, because one thing about the clothing line that I love is encouraging to others. Um, And one thing I want to do about it is make it grow more, so I could go out
Right.
into the hospitals and start encouraging those, giving them little shirts, even the little babies, little shirts to encourage them and their parents. I want to
Mm.
do so much for those that are sick, those that are lost, those that need to be heard. And a lot of people is not some people not listening, but it's better to listen. Always listen to a person, because they have a voice. They just want somebody to hear them. So that's what I want to do. That's what Hustle for Jesus is about.
Wow. So, tell me about the conference that you have coming up.
Oh yes, that's the conference. It's gonna be it's gonna be on a day that actually it's gonna be a sad day and a great day because I gotta do two things, and that's on Memorial. I'm sorry, Miss Connie. She was like a mom slash big sister to me. So she
Uh-huh.
passed. So she passed. So then this Congo, the speaking thing, it's gonna be great because I'm gonna be encouraging with a lot of old other people that's gonna be on a panel. So it's gonna be so great listening to other people's stories and
Wow.
encouraging others that's out in the audience. See, I want to really hit the stage of S's.
No, you will. You can do it. Just keep
Yes.
working hard at it, girl.
Hmm. That's
Keep
what I'm
working.
trying to do. Yes, I mean, I see it because I be seeing it all the time. Every time I turn around, I see S's, S's, S's. So I say, this is a sign. I need to be up
You better claim it.
there. Hmm.
I know that's right. So how can anyone follow you and get in contact with you and continue to watch your journey before you get on Essence?
Um, I'm on Facebook. I'm on Facebook doing my motivational speaking, which called Team Jesus All Day. That's under Ammena Scott. I haven't switched it over yet to Team Jesus All Day. And I'm on IG as Ammena Scott as well, and TikTok as Ammena Scott. I haven't nothing changed. Everything's Ammena Scott,
That's
and
good.
also the clothing line is on Facebook called Hustle for Jesus. So you can look at that and also see that.
Okay. So what are some encouraging words that you want to leave here today with?
Okay, some encouraging words. I say stay strong, stay encouraged, keep your mind on God and be about that action.
Ooh, I know that's right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Well, thank you so much for being on Life Her Podcast. I really appreciate you for sharing your testimony, and I would love to continue to watch your journey. I'm excited for you.
Thank you.